Welcome to my deck profile for my three-way draft that I play with my friends, which is basically a form of Yu-Gi-Oh where we play matches with each other. It's kind of like the wonky quartet stuff, but we play matches, we spin wheels, we do what we say on them wheels, and we do it in a singleton format where every card that we want to add is limited to one, and we actually can't run any of the same cards that each other has, so our decks will be completely different. Like, you would not find a single matching card in any of our decks. So obviously what you have, you don't have to worry about anybody else having it. So kind of wanted to show off my deck list because I think it's pretty cool. We have the own format, like in terms of what's banned and stuff, we kind of make the bans on the way. Like, we tend to break it and then it gets banned after, which I think is always funny, because there's been times where my deck's been the best deck, or Zachariah's deck has been the best deck, or Amia's deck has been the best deck. Like, the power kind of tends to shift. And plus with a singleton, I feel like every match is different, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like these super consistent combo stuff. It happens all the time. But yeah, let's start with it. We'll go from monsters, spells, traps and stuff. I'm just gonna go over like stuff that we got. We got Greatest Gallant Thief. This is crazy removal and a negate. Very good. Dark Hole Dragon. He's just a really good semi-boss monster. Can't be destroyed, and he searches the Dark Hole, which is very good. Very powerful to be able to do. And he's like very recyclable. He comes back from the graveyard. Danger Bigfoot. This is either a big body plus a draw. 3000 is a big beat stick, right? Or if he's the only card in the hand, you can discard him and destroy. It's like removal too, it's like doubles. Lubellion is here. I run a small bestial package with Boldrake, Magnuma, Regain plus Branded Beast, which are all linked together. Magnuma is good because you can search cards. Like, I have Vidrolus Harmonia and I have Dark Old Dragon. I have Burning Dragon in the side deck. It's very good. Just accesses all of this stuff. He opens up a bunch of stuff. Bestial Engine is quite recycling and grindy, so it's very good. Diabalstar Vengeance is another one of my boss monsters. Kinda easy to summon. Every turn you get a pop by halving your life points. Just very strong. Can come back from the graveyard. What more could you want? Pank is just goated, like 2 for 1. Kind of a board breaker, big attack stat. Same with him. He's not a quick effect, but you know, he still does a good job at breaking boards, like baiting stuff out. He's like a free summon if only your opponent controls a monster, so you're decent. But Pankotrops is like a power creep better version. Vidrolus Harmonia. Right now this is just a body. The level 7 tuner doesn't really come in handy. I don't really have good levels for it, to be fair, or like enough monsters for the levels. Like 7 and 4 is 11, it would be good for Pep, but I would literally only have one level 4 in the deck, so... Got 2 Bestials, you have 2 Elf Notes. I used to have all 3, and I used to also have Power Patron. I do have this still, but Lucina got banned, so it was less searchable, so I stopped using it. I also have a spell in the trap for the targets, but I took them out because they were too bricky, especially when Lucina went. Like, now these are just bodies like that summon themselves. She's a better one because she's bigger, obviously, you know what I mean. So we got the level 5s, we got Noroi, K9 and Lantern. We got a little K9 package with Case for K9 and Force Release. This can help me go into Jax, which is good removal, and then Werewolf, which is like a finisher OTK boss monster that can do like some banishing and also get a pop with Force Release, get to dodge stuff. Like, it's pretty good. K9's very strong in this. Which the Black Forest can search a bunch of things. She can search Noroi, she can search Pank, she can search like Card D, stuff like that. Hand Trap maybe, not these ones, but like DD Crow, Bigfoot, like she can just search a lot of stuff. And when I link her off with Silhouette Rabbit, it's kind of 2 for 1. I get to set any of my continuouses, and then I'll also get a search with this for like Pank. Got some hand traps, Crackle Blitzkrieg, which is a better Ghost Ogre to me, well, for monsters at least. Ghost Ogres and it summons itself. I've got the real Ghost Ogre as well. It's good to have some hand traps. I feel like the better our decks get, the more hand traps will be important, because then we'll be able to be making plays that can kill you in one turn, like OTK plays. Like, I've got Werewolf right now, and having hand traps helps stop him. So for that reason, we also have Ash Blossom, DD Crow, and this is kind of a decent hand trap. He's kind of like a wall that can't be destroyed unless your opponent has removal, and he's like a kind of B-Tech skill drain. He gets past like non-target, non-destruction protection very well, and he negates them. Like Zachariah, he makes a Crusadia Avramax with IP Masquerena. So obviously the Crusadia Avramax can't be targeted or destroyed by anything, but Emissary from the House of Wax doesn't do either of them. It just negates it. And then it could be ran over, it could be popped, you can do anything to it. This is a very good out for like problem cards. Card D, which is good. Just if I can afford to skip a turn, I'll tribute it, draw 2, could draw into like all these good things. But I just need to make sure that I can afford to do it, and I don't get OTK'd. DD Crow is DD Crow. Simple Spores, Snake Eye, one of the best forms of removal. Galaxy Cyclone, Back Row Hate, along with Harpies and Night Beam. Harpies is obviously broken, and I expect it to get banned at some point maybe, but we'll see. Again, Night Beam and Galaxy Cyclone, slightly more powerful versions of MST, but at the same time, they target set, except for this, which is like for face up as well, and they're not quick play. But you know, back row removal is always important in these kinds of formats because we do have very strong trap cards and spell cards. Dark Hole, which is like a board wipe for removal 2, searchable with Dark Hole Dragon. That is always good. When you use it while he's on the field as well, he doesn't get destroyed. It just destroys everything except him, which is like actually kind of broken. Spatial True Date, probably the best removal spell I have in my deck right now. Non-target bounce is crazy, and then on top of that, it rips cards from their hands. So literally, if they have 2 on the field and nothing else in the hand, boom, goodbye. Avramax can't be destroyed, can't be targeted. This does neither of those. So very good card, very good removal card. Supply Squad is broken in like grind games if it doesn't get removed. This thing is broken. This thing is broken. You just keep drawing cards every time she gets destroyed. Like, what more do you want? You just end up like out advantaging them at some point if they don't get rid of it, and they keep destroying your stuff. Speaking of advantage, we have Pot of Greed. Needs no introduction. Fantastic card, not banned. Thank you. Same with Pot of Duality, but it's a bit more balanced. Sometimes I've drawn into these 2 within like the first 2 turns, and literally I think every one of those games I've won just because I had more cards than my opponent, so I could just do more stuff. So these are actually very strong, and they help with like quote unquote consistency, I guess, because you're more likely to like draw into stuff. But I don't know. The Case for K9 with the K9 package, just searches them. Branded Regain with the Bestials. Snatch Steal. Amir hates this card, but yeah, I don't blame him. This can actually change games, like especially when I take it and then I link it off with Silhouette Rabbit. It's kind of glorified removal. So yep, that's Snatch Steal. Every time I'm thinking of cutting it, it always comes up. I'm like, you know what? I'm not cutting this, man. Why did I cut this? Then we got Force Release. It's just part of the K9 engine. It's pretty good. Helps bring out werewolves, so it's actually very good. Cold Bite to stop any like hand traps, even though my opponents don't run many. Even graveyard effects is good for that. Like I said, if you get into like the later format where it's a lot of 1 card, 2 card combos that can OTK, hand traps will be good against them. So if my opponents end up getting any more hand traps, although I've got like all the good ones, but some people have like Ghost Spell and Veiler and Imperm and stuff like that, and like Purge. But if I do manage to find myself in that format, then this would be good against basically saying like, yeah, you can't stop me. Currently it deals with graveyard stuff, which is always good. Then I've got 3 continuous spells that summon themselves: Azarune, Swamp Deity, and Serpent. This is with Silhouette Rabbit. These are always good. This can be a summon negate. This can be a negate if I set this with Silhouette Rabbit. And then when they're activated, this can also destroy a spell trap, which is also very good. It's just a nice little compact engine. If I snap steal someone's monster and I can like link it off with Witch of the Black Forest, I'm basically going Soul Plus, because then I get Silhouette Rabbit, and then I set this, which will set this next turn, so I've got a negate, and then I also get Search with this, which is, it's really good. It's really good. Branded Beast or Branded Iron Thunder, which is basically Solemn Judgment, just you can't negate summons. But it's a fantastic card, obviously, like, just says no to anything. It's so good. Dimensional Prison, I actually run Mirror Force, which is, you could argue, oh my god, Mirror Force destroys everything, but I would just prefer to banish if I had a Battle Trap, so, yeah. Dominus Spark, very good card. just banishes straight up. But it's always good to have a trap in the graveyard when you activate this. Otherwise, if they special summon a card from their hand, then it can get a bit sticky sometimes. Which is why we also have Songs of the Dominators. If I have a trap in the graveyard already, I can add the Dominus, which would be live because this would be in the graveyard. Also, Monster Negate's good. And sometimes I can actually afford to just activate this from my hand. Sometimes you just activate in field effects and stuff like that. And the final card we got is Solemn Warning, which is just goated, like, stops a lot of stuff. Stops like extra deck summoning, stops reborn effects, stuff like that. Just phenomenal. In an extra deck we got Pep, which I can make with like 3s and other combinations. Well, I say combinations, it's only one now because I don't exactly have the Power Patron. When this guy comes out, he basically wins the game. Like, he's so broken. No, I wouldn't say broken because I don't get him out much. But when I do get him out, he wins. He wins. That's all he does, he wins. This guy has won me a lot of games too. Just a 3 and a 5, which is in the K9s. Provided I'm not like XC's locked or anything, which I am most of the time. But this guy can like totally win you a game, clear up the board, anything. He's just goated as well. I got Silvera, 3 and a 3. She didn't really come up too much. I only added her because I had the Elf Note and I rolled add 2 tuners. So obviously she's a tuner, so I'm gonna add her. And 5 and 1 with the K9 and the Elf Note can make her. Werewolf, just phenomenal card. Okay, this is like the big payoff for K9, I guess, and he's worth it most of the time. He can OTK on his own, he's very good. Very good. With Jax too, he's very good monster removal. And on the way, when I'm sort of climbing towards Werewolf, if I go through Jax, I can destroy an opponent's monster. And then I also get to do this, destroy another card, and then he comes on, he can attack 3 times. Like, it's just chaos. It can break a board so very well. And then I've got Silhouette Rabbit for this week, which he's very good card, man. He's very good. And in the side deck, I've kind of got either stuff that was sort of cut from this deck, or things that were in the deck but kind of got power creep. But they are here as replacement for like stuff that gets wrecked. So like if Dark Old Dragon went, I'll probably put Geh in. I used to have him before, he's very good. I've got Thunderbird for like set cards. I've got Burning Dragon, very good card. Benson Fire Ferret, normal summon's always good. Elf Note Power Patron in case I ever end up getting like Medius Pure or maybe Lucina back perhaps. I'm not sure though. Archfiend Eccentric, very versatile. Lightning Vortex, kind of a better Dark Hole, but right now Dark Hole is searchable, so I'd rather run that. Pressure Planet Right Soth. I used to have Kashtira Olga, but it got banned, so I keep this in case I get any Kashtiras again, or if I get other stuff. Got the Elf Note spell, which is searchable by Tinia. I've got this, which can replace Solemn Warning. I've got Mirror Force, which can replace Dimensional Prison. I just think Prison's better removal, it's Spanish, right? Rhapsodia, which is searchable by Fortuna. And then I have Fog Blade as kind of a better / worse Songs of Dominators. I used to main deck it, but the fact that you can't target for attacks I think is so stupid. So yeah. But you know, that's the deck profile. And yeah, me and my friends kind of play that stuff where you spin the wheel after every match, and it's very good. It's very good. I'm hoping maybe I can get some recording of us, but we'll see in it. We'll see. I don't know, but thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it.